What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have some massive news for you guys regarding Xdefiant. Some information just came out from Mark Rubin that honestly makes me absurdly happy. Now, of course, I don't know if it's going to be introduced, right when the game launches. But the fact that he is willing to have an open mind about this and actually seems pretty excited about it, let me tell you guys, it is going to be a banger. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, before we go ahead and dive deep, if you do enjoy what you hear today, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell. We talk a ton about Call of Duty, and of course, once Xdefiant goes ahead and drops, we are going to be discussing this game a ton as well. So, like I said, hit the bell so you can stay notified on all that content. And last but not least, we do go ahead and stream over on Kick pretty much daily besides Sundays. So if you guys are interested in any live streams, by all means, you can find a link to that channel as well as all my other socials like Twitter and Discord down in the description of this video. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, as you can see right here, Mark Rubin went ahead and put out a little update tweet saying, "Hello all, quick update. We're doing some private tests to verify all the work that we did in the last few months. So far, things are going well, and we are all as eager to go live as you. As the team is hard at work to get us to live, we want to thank everyone who has supported us through this development." Now, this isn't exactly what I want to talk about today, but I do think it's very important to still mention because, this is huge. The game is finally in private test, so, that is fantastic. It means we're one step closer to the official launch, and it seems like they're in a pretty confident state, and I would argue that we might even be able to see this game pretty dang soon, which is huge, especially after hearing a lot of problems going on with Call of Duty behind the scenes with a lot of people getting laid off. I don't know how the future is going to look for Modern Warfare 3, post-launch content, because probably the majority of the team is already moving on to, consider working on the next game, which means that the skeleton crew that was already on the titles is even more of a skeleton crew. So it's going to be interesting to see how that game pans out. I still enjoy it, but, nonetheless, I am a tad bit worried about post-launch content. So, having a game like Xdefiant launch will be huge. But this is where it gets spicy. Someone responded saying, "Thanks for the update, Mark. Hope you feel better. Just had a quick question. Will we end up seeing kill cams/replays as well as possible clan wars in the future?" And Mark responds saying, "Kill cams are being worked on. We've got some basics already working, but still need more work. We'll be ready sometime after launch." And this is where it's at. I would love to do some kind of clan wars thing. Let's see if we can make that happen. Ladies and gentlemen, this is absolutely huge. This is huge because Clan Wars is something that I've been just waiting for in Call of Duty for ages now. I mean, honestly, Call of Duty, you want to know what made Call of Duty so fun back in the day? Minus, maybe a reduction of skill-based matchmaking and casual play and all that stuff, but the way that you would be able to connect with other players. You felt like you were a part of a community, and you made a lot of friends that way as well. And Clan Wars was a feature back in the day that allowed you to feel like you were a part of a community within the game. And it gave you extra grinds, extra incentives. It gave you, I believe, camos and other features, things that you would actually want within the game. I believe you can get, a colored clan tag if you actually performed high enough within the clan. These things were awesome. And again, it adds a little bit of slight competition to the game. Not heavy competition. It's not like you're going to play, competitive league play. None of that stuff. It's more like, you want to compete, you want to, win, but you don't feel forced. I feel like, it gave you some time to go ahead and accomplish the things that you needed to accomplish, and you didn't feel like you had to rush or play extraordinarily competitive, even though some players still did, but it was more of a community type thing, and more so made you feel like you were a part of the game. And that was just such a fun feature back in the day. And we still cannot get something like that now. I mean, you can make groups, I believe, in current day Call of Duty, but it's nowhere close to being as cool as the clan wars and just, all of the clan type stuff that you could do back in Call of Duty's prime. So to see Mark Rubin, once again, an OG COD dev, you got to keep that in mind. This dude is one of the people who worked on a lot of the OG COD titles. So to see that he, probably still has a passion for such a cool idea and would love to implement it into Xdefiant is huge. Like I said, absolutely huge news. Xdefiant is literally going to be a savior for a lot of Call of Duty fans. I'll be honest with you guys. And again, we have to understand that this game will indeed still have its own identity. It's going to be Xdefiant. It's not Call of Duty. But a lot of these features are things that COD fans are going to love. Having a camo grind for your weapons, having a, classic prestige system, going ahead and potentially having clan wars. Like, are you kidding me? The grindability of this game, and keep in mind, the game is going to be free to play. You literally do not have to put a penny into this product. The grind factor of this title is going to be out of this world. Honestly, I could see myself and a lot of other people coughing up money in this in-game store. I think I will probably end up doing it. I love the gameplay. As long as they don't drastically change anything about the gameplay, then I'll be happy. And you want to know what the funniest part about this whole thing is? The reason that they took it out of launch, and started working on it a little bit further is because of that exact reason. The gameplay felt just a tad bit off. So they wanted, even though it was a little bit off, they still took the whole game back and reworked it to make sure that it's going to launch properly, along with, of course, things like the party system and all that stuff. But respect to them actually giving a crap about the game running good. But I'm going to tell you right now, that is how you get money out of my pockets. Everybody always says, oh, you must be broke if you don't want to pay $30 for a Call of Duty skin. That's not the case. And honestly, I would still prefer not to spend $30 on a skin. I still think that's extremely absurd. But for a game that's one, free to play, and two, with the interaction that we get with this game, feeling like you're a part of the title, a lot of your feedback being taken in and seeing that they respect you, a community member, is how you get money out of my personal pocket. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm assuming a lot of you guys as well, because I see a lot of you guys down in the comment section saying the same thing. We want to be respected. And if you feel respected, then yeah, I will gladly put money into your game. I'm not against, microtransaction sales. Not at all. If you have cool looking skins and, you respect your community, you deserve the money. You deserve it. That's basically the moral of the story. But God, even with Sledgehammer trying their hardest to do stuff for us, I feel like they're still being held back. I'm hoping that within, the upcoming years, Microsoft will really, begin to let loose with these teams. Because if I'm going to be real with you guys, Halo Infinite, even though it had a disgusting start, I mean, the worst start I could possibly think of, it's one of the main reasons why I'm scared of games potentially going free to play that are AAA because of Halo Infinite. It still worries me a bit. But where it's at right now is phenomenal. Well, of course, they got a whole new leadership and stuff of that sort, and that's when it finally changed and started becoming a better game. But if you log on to Halo Infinite now compared to what it was in its, in its prime when it first launched, it's a night and day difference. And it's proof of what listening to your community will actually, do for you. Even though, again, like I said, it's still pretty sweaty from time to time. That's what I hear a lot from the community. But still, the game itself, the content within the game, the variety within the game, it's so community driven, and that will encourage people, once again, to cough up money in your store. And I'm hoping that later down the road, Microsoft will give Call of Duty the same type of freedom to listen to the community and develop a game around what we want. You never know. It's hard because, again, Xdefiant's a game that is going to last forever. So community feedback is needed because, the game, they're never coming out with the Xdefiant 2 or Xdefiant 3, Xdefiant 4. Well, we have no clue just yet, but honestly, from what they made it seem like, they just want this game to last for a long time. It's the same thing with Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite, they weren't planning on dropping anything soon. That's going to, come after Halo Infinite. No, Halo Infinite is going to last for years and 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 years, right? That's the whole point. So they need to take community feedback, or else the game is going to die. Problem with COD is that it releases every single year. So, taking community feedback for a singular game that's going to be irrelevant within the next title, I don't think they care enough. I don't know. I want to know what you guys think down in the comment section. Do you think that's the reason why they don't go the extra miles? Even though Sledgehammer, like I said, they're doing a tremendous job this time around, but it still does not feel like they go the extra miles compared to other development teams like you see here with Xdefiant. If we asked for the Clan War system to be reintroduced, we would get completely egged on something like that, Sledgehammer only has so much control. They really do. You can tell. They might have control with some of the gameplay designs and gameplay decisions, but asking for clan battles, that's going to have to go to the top. I guarantee it. They're not going to have that creative freedom to go ahead and implement something like that. Same thing with the prestige system. Remember when they were asked about the prestige system? They seemed severely disappointed about that. They knew that that's what we wanted, but here we are with the same crappy live service system. It is what it is. I guess we'll see if Treyarch decides to fix up the prestige system. But regardless, at least we'll have one in Xdefiant. Mark Rubin, you are the GOAT. Thank you always for, listening to the community, taking feedback, and at least, talking about the topics. Even if Clan Wars takes a while to be introduced, or you guys just chalk it up as something that, will have to just not be in the game, the fact that you acknowledged it and are willing to actually put forth effort to introduce this into the game for us, means a lot. And honestly, I'm still really excited for this game to drop. I got to be honest. I'm disappointed that there's still no open betas right now. They have closed playtest. I'm still showing you guys the same old gameplay. I'm so sorry about that. I hate showing you guys old gameplay, but I mean, it's nothing else I can do. I haven't played the game in so long, There hasn't been an open beta, so I have no more clips. I used up all my footage because I was making a ton of Xdefiant videos. I really was. I was enjoying the game, so I was making a lot of vids, and I have nothing left. So I have to keep reusing the same stuff until they can go ahead and put out either A, another open beta, or B, just launch the game. But ladies and gentlemen, as always, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell if you want to be notified for more content just like this. And last but not least, I do stream over on Kick daily besides Sundays. If you guys want to hit that up, I have a link to that down in the description of this video. But as always, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.